Your profile page will be the first thing that people see when they Google your name and they find your LinkedIn profile. So you want it to look very good and to reflect the best possible version of you that's also true. So that's called optimization. And we're going to go through the sections here pretty quickly, but overall the tip is to aim for 100% completeness of a profile. Have your picture, your headline, your summary, your supporting details, any projects and recommendations. You want it to be all complete and filled out and accurate. And you want to emphasize why you stand out, why you're unique, and why you're valuable. And another thing here is to make sure that your picture also looks like you. Too many people forget to update their picture or have a professional picture, and it doesn't put you in the best light. I've actually run into people networking events and they look nothing like their picture. It's 20 years old, or I think there's a whole different person coming to meet me, and that's weird. So make sure your picture is the best quality and it's up to date and it reflects who you are. Okay, so this is the header of your LinkedIn profile. So the first thing people are going to see is your picture, your name, and then you can create a tagline right below that, and they can see your location, where you're from. And this gives them a very quick summary. And when you send someone a request or you're commenting, this is the first thing they're going to see. So it gives them a real quick, like 3-second visual of who you are. So make sure this is accurate, clean, and complete. The tagline is very important. So it's actually weighed pretty heavily by Google and the SEO, the search engine optimization. What that means is that if people Google your name, these are the first few words they're going to see to describe you. So you want to make sure that they're impactful, they're interesting, and they reflect the value that you're trying to share with your network. And for me, if I go to my profile here, you can see that I have operational finance leader, finance business partner, writer, and business technologist. So they're not cookie cutter terms, they're unique, and the thing is they're not static. I'll change these up every now and then depending on how I want to position myself in my career and online. So that's my advice for this section. The question of whether you should call yourself an expert or not. And if you're on the fence and you're trying to decide, I would say, please do not call yourself an expert. Why? An expert is someone who's at the very peak of their field. They've learned all they can possibly learn. And this is social media. No one's ever going to master it. It's constantly changing and evolving and shifting. So if you think you've mastered what works for LinkedIn today, it's not going to work tomorrow. So you have to constantly be able to learn and keep on top of it and to be observant. That's why I don't think there's that plateau where you say, I'm the best there is out there, and it's always going to be that way. And plus, when you are calling yourself an expert, you kind of make yourself seem a little bit arrogant. There's a lot of people out there in the world, and to say that you're number one out of thousands or hundreds or millions, and it makes you seem a little aloof. So keep yourself humble on LinkedIn, and please don't call yourself an expert.